Hello and welcome. Getting to hear the stories behind the art has always been one of the best parts of the MCOYA exhibition. Please enjoy as I speak with Alexandrea and Kaida about their artwork, and be sure to check back often as more content is released throughout the exhibition.
So I'm Alexandrea Dorison, and I go to St. Maximilian Kolbe High School.
Hi, my name is Kaida Chia, and I go to Aurora High School.
My piece is called In the Battleground. It's a digitally made piece. All the process, all the sketches and the lining and the shading and everything was done digitally. But what it began with, like the main theme and the idea of the image, was purchasing like shelter animals versus purebred animals from breeders. It started to take on other interpretations and representations. Like it could represent a bunch of other things. So like anxiety,
Sure.
Like not belonging, fear, like crowds, like anything. It's just interpretation of the audience at this point. But there is still that background theme there. Yeah, so I mostly went with like a grayscale type palette for this, because I feel like it really emphasizes on the dramatic effect. It lets the viewer focus on the center and the light in the middle and the color of the image at the beginning. I was really focused on making it traditionally with actual charcoal. I was playing around with the idea of doing it with charcoal. The ability that I had with doing it digitally was I was able to capture so much detail. But I think the best thing about doing it digitally was I didn't have to worry about the smudging. The smudging was just out of the picture. I didn't have to worry about it.
Okay, so this piece is called Class in Session, and I kind of took the inspiration from the title to make the piece, but also the piece made the title. So all the objects here in this table is actually in my dining room, and it's how we actually have it set up for online classes right now. The collage actually came from the project that we were given in school. So as you notice in some of my screens, I have more people with a whole bunch of protests, and you can see Donald Trump. So we had the Black Lives Matter protests. Some of my other screens also show oil spills in the oceans, and also Greta Thunberg. And that kind of shows the environmental crisis that's going on right now as well. And then in the windows, I just kind of pasted positive things that came out of COVID.
Yeah.
So
you're kind of getting two different perspectives on current affairs.
Yes. In the dark spots where I would have put flooring, like around the table, I put a mixture of masks and protests and movie stars, just people and events that were big and significant, like the wildfires. I just kind of did a different theme for the windows though, because it's like outside, the outside world. You want to go out there, but it's like you're blocked by a panel of glass. It's like looking through a mirror, sort of.
And you have something that is intimate and personal responding to and being within something larger. That's kind of how I'm seeing it.
Mm-hmm. That's a really good interpretation. It's like a snapshot in time. I tried representing it through a few other objects in there. So if you notice, there's like a sanitizer bottle and a mask hanging from different places. And then down near the bottom left, there's also a spiky purple ball. That's my stress ball.
Oh, right on. Got it.
And then you have the plate of fruits. Some people might relate and say, oh, I was trying to be more healthier during my lockdown or quarantine. And I tried symbolizing that there too.
Because I don't do realism too often, but I do have a lot of movie inspirations for my style and stuff like that. But really the most inspiration or referencing that I had was just this interest to try out a different medium, get comfortable with my art style and my zone, and to like really try out different types of body shapes and angles and positions and stuff like that. Like you can tell, I tried my best. I think it's pretty good, but I tried my best to kind of differentiate every single breed of dog in the image. And I did my best without color. So it was quite difficult to do it without color, but I think I did pretty okay.
Well, my piece and the color that I kind of chose in the skin tone could sort of reflect the French style, because I tried a different coloration of skin tone. in my brother and I's faces. So I'm not normally purple and he's not normally blue.
I think the idea of having your brother having, bluer skin, he's staring at a blue light on the screen all day. That makes sense to me. That I think that's cohesive. I get that.
Yes.
I have a lot of talented people in my class. I've seen a lot of their artworks, and I think that their skills are really prominent in the projects that they've chosen. But having my work with theirs, just presenting it in front of the public and just having it open to see is something really, really, I guess, important to show like this is what we can do and this is what we're proud of. And we're just kind of showing it off.
It's kind of like this interview, to be honest. This is also my first interview online. It's really exciting to have my art featured somewhere in a gallery displayed for people. And it's also kind of scary because this is actually a really personal piece. This is like a glimpse into my house. And it's like you're throwing yourself out there in your thoughts and ideas.
To say like, you know, we've been through a lot, but we did it anyways. We got through it, and we used our expressions to make these pieces that we're proud of. So.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.